Are your lats, or another name latissimus dorsi, the reason of your shoulder pain? Well, let's find out. Here are some facts why the latissimus dorsi can cause lower back or even shoulder pain or even shoulder impingement. If you have shoulder impingement, the symptoms would be pain at the top and the outside side of the shoulder, pain that's worse than when you lift your arms, especially when you are lifting it above the head. It is responsible for internal rotation, the latissimus dorsi. Now, let's complete some of the tests. The first one is the alternate grip overhead lift with a stick, or you can do it without. Make sure your palms facing forward. Now you need to focus on keeping your lower back, the hips, the shoulder blades and head in contact with the wall. And if your head wants to come forward and you're going into overextension on the lower back, that means you have some sort of tightness on the latissimus dorsi. The second one, you should be able to reach above your head with your palms facing in, internally rotating, and the palm facing out, externally rotating the shoulder. You should be doing this with a laying prone position as well, laying down on your back. If you couldn't lift that, you've been tested positive for tight lats. Test 3 is a wall slide. Again, keep your lower back in contact with the wall and make sure your elbows and your hands stay in contact with the wall as well. You should be able to reach 45 degrees. Now we're going into the shoulder internal rotation. You should be able to go at least parallel to the ground. If it's limited, it can be the reason of poor posture, muscular imbalance or tightness, and can be impingement. Now let's fix it. Complete 2 minutes of foam rolling on latissimus dorsi. Make sure your palm facing up, internally rotated. 2 minutes should be enough. If you feel that you need a little bit more foam rolling, then you can complete it longer. Try to look for any tight points, any tenderness around the latissimus dorsi, and you swap the side. Then this is our next exercise, which is a lat stretch. You can use a barbell for this stretch or anything that you have access to. You can even use a chair. Make sure you're rotating your torso and feeling a good stretch on the lats. So I'm switching around which arm goes on the top, depending which side I'm rotating my torso to. So on that you can choose which arm goes on top, which side you do first, or have both on them next to each other if you prefer. However, here I always have on the top that one which I'm rotating towards. The next one gonna be a soft tissue release technique. This is to fix internal rotation limitations. Internal rotation can be one of the main reasons of lack of impingement, as well. If you do feel pain with this movement, which we done the wall drill, when you need to keep the arm parallel and go as far down as you can. If you feel pain with that one, then more likely you might have any rotator cuff problems that can include impingement. But there is another test called Hawkins test that you can complete, and that would be another sign for you that have problems and the cause of the pain is the rotator cuff, and can be actually impingement too. So make sure you're placing the ball here on the shoulder and not on the lats, so it needs to go kind of on the posterior part of the shoulder. And you could do 2 minutes, 2 minutes on each side, and maybe do a retest as well. If pain occurs when you're doing the internal rotation test, try to avoid to do that exercise and any exercises which can get into an excessive internal rotation. I hope this helps, and I see you soon.